Just going to do a box opening. Just remember, these are stuff, some that are going in commander decks, some that will be posted on the page next Friday. But in the meantime, yeah, let's try to get this thing started and open up some boxes, huh? Does that sound good? All right, so I don't know much about this set. I looked briefly at what's supposed to be the big pulls versus the small pulls. Some of what I may want in a deck, some that I might offer on TCG if anyone's interested. And we'll probably get the rares at least posted on Friday. And obviously, I may or may not do a sealed tournament tomorrow, just depending on timing. But I'll also let you all know how I do, what I get, and what will also be posted along with stuff in the box opening next week versus... But the good news is, even if I'm putting something in a deck, whatever I'm taking out of a deck is going on. So, you know, just consider that. But either way, feel free to check out what we have in store right now. If you Google TCG Find Seller and look up Deck Doctor, you'll see what we currently have available in stock in case you want anything shipped directly to you. But in the meantime, yeah, let's see what we open and what we get for the page or for myself in the next couple days. I briefly know some of the cards people are going hype over and some of the ones that they're not. I didn't hear a lot of reviews, but let's give it a shot. I have a garbage can right here for the packs. So let's see. We got, let's just go right to the point. We got a foil land and a foil, is this literally? Oh no, it's something. Flash Convoke, when this enters, return up to one target to its owner's hand. Interesting. Along with this card, I guess one of the ones that kind of build itself up. So that's pretty cool. So that's one thing. Oh, let me toss this. I don't need it. All right, so next pack, we got let's see. We got foil and what is this? The Cultivator. Death Touch, enters, transform it. When this enters or transforms, mill 3 cards, then if there's an elf that beginning of transform it into a transform, mill 3 cards and exile from your graveyard. Okay, interesting. Any other rares I should know about? This is one of the things I think people are saying. You can't draw or gain life. I heard people say stuff about it. I don't know if it's worth anything, but like I might try to remember what people were saying so that way I could add that as well. So let's see. What else? Here we go. Let's open this again. I heard some people talk about that, so that's kind of cool. I'll throw those away if it gets too messy. So foil and other tap creatures. I definitely want that in a deck. I have a couple decks where that's actually pretty good, so I think that's a good one. Let's see. So we got. Let's see what else we get. Oh, I might as well put the promo here just so people can see it. But yeah, we got foil and as an additional a merfolk. When this enters or becomes tapped, tap it with 1 group stun counter. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nothing else there. Let's see what else we get. Gonna put that there. We got a foil swamp, a foil card, and oh, it's the tree folk. I was thinking of putting this in a deck, but I don't know if I will. But that's a pretty cool idea. Tree folks are fun. I have a tree folk commander, but it's not tribal commander. It's more like off the death trigger, as you all know. I brag out that commander all the time. So let's. I don't like that noise. Okay, let's try this. We got a foil and Daydreamer. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile a card with a dream counter on it instead of putting into your graveyard as resolved. This creature attacks. You may cast a spell from a card you own and exile the dream counter without paying spell. Ooh, I'll think about it. I might want that in a deck. I don't know if I do, but I might think about it. That one I'll think about. No shocklands yet. I guess I forgot that that's the main thing I would like to have from this. In Mythic. Morning Tide's Light. Exile any other creatures at the beginning of your next end step. Return those battle from control until your next turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Interesting. I don't know if I have use to that, but actually, yeah. I don't know if I do, but that's really cool. I don't think I have a flicker deck or anything that would really want that, but I could see why some people would want that card. It's pretty good. I just don't have a deck that matches that vibe, you know. Okay, so next pack we got a foil, and there it is, Overgrown Tomb. Definitely want my Shocklands. So yeah, Shocklands are pretty good. I like Shocklands. Shocker. See if I have a deck with a fetch land that could use an Overgrown Tomb. I have so many decks that need more Shocklands. As a commander player with so many decks, it's a problem. We got a foil and Blinding Biting. Convoke. Choose a creature type. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't have a lot of creature type decks. I guess I should consider if any of these are worth putting in the Eldrazi deck, the 5-color Eldrazi deck. But I think it'll really depend. Turn all creatures from your graveyard. Yeah, I should probably put that in my Eldrazi deck if there's room. I don't know if I will, but turning all Eldrazi's from your graveyard to the battlefield seems pretty good. Foil and... Oh, I see some art. First strike lifelink. When those creatures attacks, you may put a creature card with mana X or less from your hand on the battlefield tapped and attacking, or X the number of attacking creatures. Ooh, I actually have a deck for that. And then I got a card with art, but not a rare. So it feels like we went through a third of it, so now we just got to keep going. So we're a third way there, got one Shockland. Okay, so foil, and whenever this attacks, blight 1. Whenever one or more creatures with one or more counters it dies, exile that many top cards until you play those cards. Interesting. Nothing else there. Let's take a look at this guy. Let's see. We got... Oh, I see an art. Oh, wait, that was probably just that. Foil and... Ooh, a mythic. Enters, return... And this was spent. Return up to one other target non-land permanent to another's hand. Spent. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it and then discard it. And you could also pay for an invoke cost. Enters... If this was spent, target opponent... You choose... I might have a deck for it, but I highly doubt it. I don't think it's as useful in Commander as it would be in Standard if I'm reading it right. Okay, so let's check it out. What else we got? We got a foil and... Ooh, what is this? Vivid. At the beginning of first main phase, reveal cards to top of the library until you X non-land cards, or X the number of colors among permanents you control. For each of those colors, you may exile a card of that color, reveal card... from the then shelf of the library. You may cast the exile cards this turn. Interesting. I might actually have a deck for that. Oh, and another one. As an additional cost, behold Elemental. I'm not an Elemental player, so no, but it was a 2 rare pack. Let's try again. Let's check out this one. Only one Shockland so far. We got a foil and Blight 1, Surveil 1, Blight 2, exile card of the graveyard. During your turn, you may cast spells from among cards you own, exiled with this creature by removing 3 counters. Additional paying cost. Interesting. I might have a use for that. That's cool. Okay, then we got... I actually have a deck where the counter stuff will really help. But we'll see. Okay, so we got a foil and a Johnny full art. Heck yeah. I know that's not as big, but it's kind of cool when you pull a cool art planeswalker like that. I might not need it, so that's definitely getting posted, but that's a cool pull. Oh, here's another cool one. Foil, Shockland, here we go, and just a full art of that. I keep thinking it's going to be like a big rare or something every time, but glad I at least got the Johnny and 2 Shocklands so far. Okay, we got a foil and another Shockland. Yeah, Blood Crypt. Ooh, what is this? Flash. This creature enters, untap each merfolk you control. Attack 3 or more. I definitely think that's more for merfolk players, so I think they'll enjoy that. But yeah, I got a Blood Crypt. That's always nice. There are my Shocklands. I was wondering where they were hiding. All right, so we got a foil and another Johnny. Yay, a regular and a fancy art. That's a fun thing to do in one box. Pull a couple of Johnnies. I know that's not the big card. Well, I guess it would have been better if I pulled the Oko, but still kind of nice. Let's see. We got foil, and another of the elementals, so nothing super exciting on that pack. Okay. Let's try again. We're almost 2/3 there after this pack. Let's see what we get. We got a foil and a nuance, flying. When this creature enters, put a negative, remove a counter from this creature. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw a card. Huh, interesting. Oh, what does this do? Choose 2 creatures you control, draw X cards, and the chosen creature gets +X and trample, where X is the difference between those creatures' powers. Interesting. Okay, so that's that final pile. So we're 2/3 there. See what we get. We got a foil, and okay, so this creature enters with 2 -1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, you may remove a counter from this creature. When you do, return a creature card, power 2 or less when you go to the battlefield. Not bad. And that's pretty much it for the rares. Let's see what other stuff we get. So we got a foil and, ooh, it's a mythic. Celestial Reunion. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may choose a creature type and behold 2 creatures of that type. Search the library, that's pretty cool. I think that was one of the big cards. I know this was worth something. What does this say again? First strike, lifelink. When this enters, up to 1 target creature loses all abilities and put a flying counter on this. Stuff like that. Okay, so that's not bad. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. So we got a foil and a champion of the perfect. As an additional cast, exile, behold an elf. When you cast a creature spell, draw a card on this creature, return exile card to its owner's hand. Interesting. Nothing else in there. So let's see what else we got. We got a foil and what is this? Taste of Wares. When this enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hand, where X is the number of goblins you control. You choose one of those cards. So players so it's more of a goblin. I feel like it only works good with goblins if I play goblins, but I don't play goblins. But let's check it out. What else we got? We got a foil. This is one of the ones. Each other creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors. Target creature you control becomes all colors until end of turn. I might actually need that. And then we got Collective Inferno. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Double all damage that source you control of the chosen type would deal. I don't know if I want this in my trial decks. There are plenty of cards that do that already without having to be. That's a Manamorph. I really should pay more attention, huh? I think that was the first card I got that was like that, where it was a rare hiding in there, but I could be wrong. I should double check really quickly. But yeah, like, because I keep thinking I saw, but I didn't. That's what happens when sets get really colorful like this. But yeah, no, that's a Metamorphosis, so like, I guess that's a good thing. Let me check really quickly. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I was checking, but that made me think, wait, I should probably check one more time just in case there was another rare hiding deep in there, but I think that was the only like super noticeable one that showed up. So I think I want to say that's my first, but part of me is like, don't let that be my first, let it be my something else. Last thing just to check. I'm pretty sure. I guess that's how this pack is going to, where you might even pull something gross like in the middle. But yeah, no, that's a good card. I'm glad I pulled that. That's a classic. I actually run one in one of my decks that I might put the cooler art in for. Okay, so we're almost done. Let's try again. Let's see what we got. Survey says, okay, a foil and... What is this? Changeling. When this enters, create a tapped mutant token. Okay. What is this? Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile cards with a total of 5 or greater this way. You may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. I know where that's going. I think I'm going to put that in my Gideon deck. So that'll definitely be a thing. So let's see. Now we got a foil, and what does this do? Oh, it's the same rare as the box promo. Ah, just be safe. No, I'm good. Okay, we got 3 packs left. Yeah, 3 packs left. So let's see. What will be in the last 3 packs? So we got a foil and... Ooh, what's this? Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creature that entered the battlefield this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green knight or Kenneth token. Huh. I think I have a deck for that. I think that would go good in my Myriad deck. And then this elemental, choose 2, creates a... Oh, it's an instant. Create a top a target elemental you control. Deal 2, blah, blah, blah. Nothing crazy in there. Okay, 2 more packs. Let's see. Okay, we got a foil land and can't be blocked when it enters, transfer deals damage, and it turns into can't be blocked, transforms into this. Target creature gains protection of each color till your next turn. Not bad. What else? That's it? Any other fancy art cards I should know about? No? Okay. I think that was my one. So last pack. Here we go. See if I get anything worth bragging about. So let's see. We got a foil and Forbidden Speaker. When this enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search the library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Pay 1, untap another target permanent. Not bad. I might have... I don't know. I might have something for that. I don't know. And any other art? No. So yeah, so that wasn't a bad box. A good mix of things I was excited for and things that are just there. But I mean, not a bad box, and I think it was a good opening. So yeah, some of these will be posted, or like cards I take out of decks for like some other cards on Friday. So just be on the lookout of it, and just Google TCG Find Seller, Duck Doctor, and you'll see what I got. Have a good one, guys.